depressed, sad. Your whole life is a sham. I felt like my whole life was a sham. I felt like everything that I did in the military and my whole adult life was wasted and a sham. I wasted 12 years of my life. My youth, gone. Up until this point, I did not believe in post-traumatic stress. And I wish I could go back and take the words out of my mouth when I was in service. I was like, man, there's just weak people. Who said that when you were in? Who said like, oh man, they're just mentally weak? And then you get there, and it's a whole different story. You understand. Why are vets committing suicide? Has anybody ever actually thought about that? Do they want to die? Do you think do you think veterans want to die? I don't think so. I want to get away from your problems. They don't want to die. I was in a position after that the bowl of bad emotions, I was depressed, and I was tired, both mentally and physically exhausted. I didn't want to die. I liked living, but I was so exhausted mentally and physically that I just wanted to rest. I wanted to be at peace. I wanted to find some peace. So what do some people do? They find a permanent solution to a temporary problem because they're so tired. And what happens? What's the fallout of that? They're at rest. It's unfortunate, but you know who really bears that? Anybody who's ever dealt with it? It's everybody in this room. Your children are affected forever. And Dr. Jim Richards we were having a conversation at breakfast the other day about that and how that affects children for the rest of their life, and then it's something that they have to deal with. Family, mothers. So if you're in that position, think about that. Bring that. Now, what if I told you that your EAS date is in January? Let's say August, but you're excited, right? So your EAS, you just EAS, so what stage are you in? You're excited. Freedom. What if I told you in 6 months, in August, you're going to be depressed and ready to kill yourself? Oh man, no way. I'm excited. But at 6 month mark, you went through the bowl of bad emotions. You're having an identity crisis. Now you're trying to figure out, like, oh man, I'm mentally and physically exhausted, and I just want to rest. Okay? But by me telling you this, hey, Zach, 6 months from now, you're going to be so tired and exhausted, you're going to want to kill yourself. Sure, no, I'm not going to do that. But when you hit that 6 month mark, you're going to go, and you're feeling all these weird things, you're going to go, oh, Nick said this was going to happen. He said I was going to want to commit suicide. I was going to have all these feelings. So what does that do? When you're at that level, you're feeling like that, but you have this memory of me telling you that you were going to feel that way. Anybody else? It's self-awareness, right? Now you're like, oh, and what does it do? It takes the power away, doesn't it? Oh, I'm not messed up. I'm not crazy. I don't want to die. I'm just, there's this thing going on. Somebody told me about it, and now it's happening to me. If I'm aware about it, I can do something about it. If I was an alcoholic, right? I have to know that I'm an alcoholic. I have to admit that I have an issue, right? I have to be self-aware that, hey, I have a problem. That means I have to do something about it. I've got to put the work in to live a better life.